Well, I think the pace of disruption that's occurring in the marketplace today means you have to innovate. The story we always tell is Boeing losing out on the SpaceX contract to the federal government, right? SpaceX was basically a company that didn't exist like 6 years ago, and they're taking billions of market share away from an established company with deep-seated roots with government contracts. That right there is enough to show you that anyone at any time can be disrupted, and if you're not part of the game, you're going to be a victim of it. When you're talking about entering a market, a lot of these startups are talking about taking over a market. Granted, they're early on, but that's the potential, that's the high ceiling.
What about this argument? Given that the risk to innovation is so high, development times can take a real long time, why not just let the market play itself out, let that startup innovator rise and buy them when they come, when they show their face?
So this is something that we talk about a lot because, Stanley, for example, Stanley Black Decker, we're great at acquisitions. We do lots of acquisitions all the time. However, you can be late to the game. You can be paying way more, right, and taking someone or taking a company under your umbrella that is all about now you're taking their culture and making it your culture, whereas the whole startup culture, they've got something special where they're agile, they're fast, they're free thinking, right? And not that we aren't at Stanley, but they've got freedoms that they can use to their advantage that we simply don't have that ability within a big company like ours, right? So partnering with a startup, something like a venture partnership, helps us participate in that market, see the innovation as it comes out early on, but also not do it at a price tag of an acquisition, do it at more of a small investment and still reaping the benefits if that technology plays out. A company like ours, we look to beat shareholder expectations, right? And 1 or 2 percentage points is a huge win on the street, right? But if you always innovate to just grow 1 or 2%, you're never going to get that breakthrough innovation that you're really looking for to make a huge dent in the market, right? So, the things that startups do well are all about doing a lot with very little, right? And so you don't have to dedicate 1,000 people to a project to have $1 billion impact. You don't. You can do it with 10 people, 20 people. That happens all the time in the startup world. So that's something that we've taken to heart, and when we partner with startups, that's one of the things we love about them is they do it so fast and so cheap, but with fast thinking and great minds. That's the kind of environment that we're trying to partner up with.